Hey, what's up, guys? Calgary, back with another video, and today I'm doing the Naruto review, episode 82 review, English dub. So, here it goes. Episode starts out with Akashi uh, countering Kisame's attack there. Mostly it counterates Kisame's attack and stuff like that. We all know. We see Akashi using a shotgun there, to counteract fucking Kisame's attack there. Kisame did a water bomb jutsu there, so Akashi fucking copied it there and actually counter it and shit like that. Um, and then Akashi was actually saying something to Itachi, saying who you're going after and shit like that. Itachi didn't really want a response at first. He was like saying, he's like that's none of your business and shit like that. So Itachi had some fucking shuriken there, and technically Akashi thought he was gonna attack him and stuff like that, so he did a water wall jutsu there. Technically, Akashi did a water wall jutsu and shit like that. um, Going under, he technically was actually saying he did a water wall jutsu, and he's like, Akashi was saying like, damn, he's like, how I almost got fell for that attack and shit like that. When he was saying stuff about that crap. So Akashi goes underwater there, trying to do a surprise attack there. Technically, Itachi stabbed the one Itachi stabbed the back of the Akashi there, and it was technically a water clone. Mostly it was technically a water clone. Mostly Akashi was underneath the water and shit like that. So he was trying to surprise Itachi there and shit, and it didn't really work there. He told Termite to jump out of the way and shit like that because it was a shadow clone there, but most of the shadow clone it was gonna about to explode and shit like that. So it explodes in the water and shit. Asuma thought something actually happened to Akashi and Kurumai there, so he's like, shit. He's like, he had to fucking jumping into the fucking water and shit like that. When he was doing stuff like that and crap like that, he was actually saying stuff about that. um, Akashi was like trying to figure out. He's like standing your ground there. He's like, don't. He's like, keep your toes up. He's like, this is gonna like actually gonna happen and shit there. So when that was going on with that stuff, the next scene there, we see Naruto was getting ready and stuff. Jiraiya was saying something about like to Naruto, saying you have to get fucking ready and stuff like that. We're gonna head out and shit. So Naruto was like, he's like, wait a moment and stuff like that. He's like, I'm gonna get some stuff. We see Naruto packing up his crap and shit like that. He's like, I'm going on to this adventure and shit like that. So when he was saying stuff about that there, when Naruto was packing and stuff, we um he's like he was like, oh, I can surpass Sasuke there. He's like, I'm gonna finally learn this new jutsu there. That's what he was saying. He was saying stuff about that, saying he was gonna learn this new jutsu there and shit like that. So he was actually saying stuff about that. We go back to the fight there. The next thing we go back to the fight with with the Akashi. He was actually saying something about who was telling you need to keep your. He told them to keep their toes down or keep your toes up and stuff like that. So Itachi was using his genjutsu there with his shotgun, and Kashi was like yelling to Kermit and Asuma there, saying close your eyes and shit like that. He was telling him to fucking close your eyes and shit. He's like, this is like fucking, he's telling him this is genjutsu. You don't want to get caught in this and shit like that. And he's like, I have to take this on my own and shit like that. When he was actually saying stuff like that, Kashi got caught by Itachi's genjutsu there. He technically got caught. He actually got caught by Itachi's genjutsu there. When he got caught by Itachi's genjutsu, he was getting stabbed. He was like he got caught in his genjutsu there, and he technically Itachi was technically torturing him in his genjutsu there. He was technically torturing him and stuff like that. when his genjutsu technically ran out and stuff, Kashi just went straight down on the ground, and Kermit and Asuma, they're like, wait, what the frick happened there and stuff like that. When Itachi was telling Kisame, saying like, mostly we're just gonna capture. He's saying we're gonna capture Akashi there. We're gonna take Akashi in with us and stuff like that. And he's like, don't worry about the other two and shit. So when Kisame was gonna go walk over and pick up Akashi there, fucking guy comes out of nowhere and kicks him. He kicks Kisame there. He fucking kicks his ass. And then he's like, and then they're like, Kisame was like, who the fuck are you? To guy there. And then he's like, your worst enemy. And the guy was acting like, he's like, your worst enemy and shit like that. That was what he was saying and shit to him. And he was actually saying stuff about that and crap like that. They were like, mostly, guy was saying that we had to take him on and stuff like that. And he told Kermit to take Kashmir to the medical team and stuff like that, so he can get help and shit. And when he was actually saying something about that, saying he needs to get help by the medical team and shit like that. And he saying about they're like, don't look at him and stuff like that. They told God not to look at him. Kermit and Asuma told him to not look at. Then he's like, well, I've done this before with he like, I know what I'm supposed to do with the fucking shotting gun there. So he's like, he's like telling him like, look at his feet and shit like that over like the skills of the fight and stuff. Before they retreated there, Akashi was saying something about like who you're gonna go after, and then Itachi was saying something about they're gonna go after the fourth Hokage's legacy there. Mostly they're saying going after the fourth Hokage's legacy, and then Akashi knew who they're going after. Technically they're going after Naruto there. Technically they were going after Naruto there and stuff like that. And and then there was a flashback where Jiraiya was saying something about the Akatsuki. Mostly he was saying something about this rogue ninja thing called the Akatsuki there. Mostly they were going after like something there with the thing there, and they're gonna try to go after Naruto and try and go after the Nine Tails, who honestly is in Naruto. And in the end of the episode there, we see Naruto and Jiraiya. We're about to head out, and that's where the episode ends. So yep, that's pretty much it. Comment, rate, and response to this video. We would like the video. Please subscribe, hit the bell, catch for the uploads. Comment, response to this video. We like her out. Now your peace.